Oh, don't cry, baby. Daddy loves you. Dude, it's a kiss of death when you get like I've told you this before. It's the kiss of death, man. I mean, you wish the best for these people and stuff, but it's a kiss of death when you drag a boyfriend into it. When you're like a Kardashian or Hilton or something, the last thing you should ever do is drag a boyfriend into it. Was Kanye West, I mean, really good enough for fucking Kim Kardashian? Kim needs a loser like me. That's the one thing that money can't buy. And we're stuck between two different worlds. She needs a loser like me. But that'd be a hell of an investment for her because then she's got to make me. Same thing with Paris Hilton. It's like she gets these boyfriends that she should not be having. That bitch deserves the very best. Those long legs. Don't you just want to bury? I just want to wreck her home. Like when you always see her and her boyfriend's always, I mean, she's married now and shit, but that's good for her. I hope she's happy. I hope it works out really good. But you look at these dudes and I don't care. They just don't deserve that kind of pussy. The kind of pussy you're playing with there is old money. And I mean, she looks, and not only is she old money, she looks really fucking good. Ever since she was like 13 years old, all the way up, you're like, Jesus Christ, is that really your daughter? She looks better than her parents do, and her mother is kind of good looking. But that is some good pussy steeped in, like I said about Edie, it's steeped in lawyers and bureaucrats, fucking big money. She was one of Trump's models. That's elite pussy with those perfect titties that I don't think she's ever had worked on. It's just the kiss of death when you bring these boyfriends in. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. A guy like me, I'll just scroll up and block the fucker out. But when I'm trying to jerk off to Paris Hilton or like a Kardashian Jenner bitch, the last thing I want to see is the losery boyfriend in there tagging along. Yo, and power couple? No, we don't want power couples. We like you better by yourself. You got to do like Kylie does and do like Kendall does. And you just don't tell anybody who the fuck you're dating because it brings down your value. The bitches like it because they get to say to people like me, look at her boyfriend, look. And I'm like, yeah, but he's a fucking loser. I'm not. What do you want me to be jealous of that? You just hit a level where the pussy is so valuable and it's so good. She said it herself. She's like, I was just ready to be alone. That's how I feel. It's just like, I didn't realize she was so old. She was born in 81. Wow. She looks real fucking good. And you could go back over the whole collection of Paris Hilton shit and just edge your dick till hell's bells, man, really. But when the boyfriend starts snaking in there, you're like, no. And another thing with people who don't understand, I hate to burst your bubble, but there was no Holly Madison and Hef. Do you sincerely believe a man that age? You know what I mean? I think that his run was over in the 80s. I really do. And I hate to break it to you, but, Hef basically became gay towards the end. There was no Holly Madison. They were complete strangers. She left him for Chris Angel. Chris Angel's a dildo. But, I mean, that's a good guy. Come on. She didn't leave him for them. But I mean, at least that's a guy, he's, I guess he still don't have no business being with Holly. I mean, maybe, but we don't want to hear about that. We imagine Holly to be all our own. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see the boyfriend when we're beating our dicks frenetically to it. And it's always the kiss of death because then you got to share the spotlight. It's like, you ain't no power couple. You make a little bit of money. Paris is just wicked rich. I really don't think that's even their life. I think that they just don't you think that they just pay men to sleep with and be like, okay, get the fuck out of here after like in a couple hours or something? I would suspect that's the way it would be. You know what I mean? I would truly suspect that. You gotta get the fuck out of my apartment now. I gotta shut the door. I gotta do shit. I gotta take photos and do shit. Yeah, but we love Paris by herself, just because there are men out there that that appreciate her for her beauty and for the way she does shit by herself. You know what I mean? It's always a kiss of death when you drag a man into it. And then you got, and I mean, I like Kanye because he was outspoken and he was fucking crazy. But didn't you notice that Kim Kardashian's hot factor went down severely when she was with him? I mean, maybe they weren't even together, but call it. But I think they were, because when she was with him, he did not allow red lipstick. You could see it, and I'm like, yeah, she looks great, but she looks so good, slutty with that. Just give her a little bob cut and tons of red makeup, tons of fucking eyeliner. Be a pig. Be a gorgeous pig like you were. We love you like that. We don't like you with super tanned, and I mean, they are like darker girls because their father, but they're not that dark and they look ridiculous. I mean, I hate to say this because I'm such a big fan of Kardashian Jenner and like that, but it's like, but now Kim's getting it back. Kim's starting to go back to the way she was, and that's the way we love her best. Just be that slut that we all know and want you to be. Be slutty. Break dicks. We like it when you break our dicks. That's like shit my girlfriend used to do. My ex-girlfriend, yeah, look at her husband now. She got a husband. And I'm like, do you think I give a fuck? Do you really? And these girls believe it. My girlfriends, they're always wanting, what are you looking at past husband for? It's like, what the fuck you think I'm looking at her for? Burning that image into my body. That bitch is beautiful. Perfect little Aryan bitch. Doesn't she? She looks just like the poster girl for an Aryan bitch. Perfect jeans. Perfect face, perfect nose, perfect fucking everything. Yeah, well, she's got a boyfriend. Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck. The second he bats an eyelash or turns his back, I'm all in that. I'm in it to win it. Take that shit. If I thought I could. And I think I can. It just sucks, though. Because then they're going to break up with the dude inevitably because they're just high maintenance bitches, You got to satisfy that pussy in any way you can. You got to get to it up here. Or just, having it, do whatever it takes. It brings me down when you're trying to, because like, probably women are the same way too. They'll be looking at a dude and it's like, here's his fucking wife. And she's not even that special. And you're like, why don't you get off his fucking coattails, man? You know what I mean? So they're jealous. They're jealous of that. I'm annoyed because I'm trying to fucking immerse myself in a deep, deep fantasy of getting a bitch like that or a third-rate Paris bitch in my life. Some busted version that's vaguely reminiscent. You know what I mean? Build a bitch. That's what I used to call it. I got it from the Bilderbergs. I was like, build a bitch. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't want to think. I don't want. But, you know how that goes. I'm not feeling too good today. I got to clean this house. But isn't that the nature of it? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm fucking wrong.